The tiny home remodel project is getting a little bit closer. Let me show you what all's been done now as an update. So here it is with the front wall. It's all flushed in, put back in, attached. It's got the roof on it. A little bit of flashing. I've got a couple little things I need to do. I need to get a piece of flashing that matches that end right there and get it right there. I've got some metal I'm soon going to order, and I'll get matching flashing for that. We didn't have to buy any materials to do this. As far as on the construction side, everything was able to be reused. Just a little touch-up paint, you know, where some nails was at maybe and all. And that'll be it. Now, up here, there was a piece of trim that would have went there, like a 1x2. I left it off because I'm going to be building this porch on out right here, and I'll be attaching a treated 2x4 across that front right there that I can always unscrew and remove to remove the porch if this tiny home ever needs to be moved. So that's where this is. Y'all tell me what you think here on it. This is where it used to inset as a porch. Just matches right in now, huh? What you think about that? So like I say, just a couple tiny little pieces of trim and that's it, and a little touch-up paint. There used to be a outlet in the front porch and the sidewall that came out right in there, and we cut a hole here and we removed the wire from where it was at and rerouted it and put in an outdoor outlet right there. Those heat pump units, this will get cut and get a louver vent put over it, but those heat pump units had this ran through the floor, and with no kind of cover or anything underneath, anything, snakes, rats, mice, you know, lizards, whatever wanted to, cat, anything could have crawled up in that ductwork, which probably would have, and maybe even got stuck and could have died in there. So we removed them from the floor, filled the floor in. I'll show you that inside. Put this duct going through the wall. Like I say, I'll trim that off and I'll put one of those louver vents, kind of like a dryer vent, right there over that, and that will be nice and clean. So let's go inside now. So the work still goes on inside. We got a little bit of stuff to do. Need to put that one little piece back up that. Add the outlet on the inside on that wall there, so there would be an outlet along this wall. So it has an outlet there now. I want to show up here at this roof. This is the original pitch for the upper roof, and then it turned down like that right over there. And all we did is just add 2x4 straight out. We overlapped them, screwed them in good with 3-inch screws, and just ran that straight out. We was actually able to use the exact same decking pieces. Didn't even cut or trim them. They're the same original length. And the same sheets without even being cut. Worked out perfect. When you rock that out, it grows longer. Perfect. Left the overhang out front. And that's how we did that. So if you ever want to try this project, just know where those make that change and drop down right there, you can just separate these, like had those pressed in plates and nail plates, or whatever you want to call them, those squeezed in plates on there. We just made the change right there. Added longer 2x4s, put the exact same decking, same metal on top. Simple, simple, simple. Now we did have to add a junction box up in the ceiling and extend a few wires here. That junction box will have a cover plate on it, like over here on this wall. So if we do ever have to get in there, if there was a bad connection or anything, we can get to it. Up here, just a little bit of work still going on. This is closed in now. We got a wire ran in for the stove. I've got to still set the breaker on it. And we got the stove set in here. So speaking of the stove, today I bought an additional upper cabinet, that 36 by 1 foot, and where I'm going to put it is right over here. I'm going to add it right here above the stove. That is exactly 36 inches across right there. That'll give that, and then I have one of those microwaves with a vent hood in it and the lights that can mount in directly underneath that and utilize that microwave instead of it just sitting. And that'll give a nice little setup there. It'll have the vent hood over the stove. It will also have this vent right here. The people that did this work, they put this little exhaust fan here as well. It's switched right here. Oh, wrong one. Switched right here. So I think that'll work out pretty good too. Cap's gonna get that thing stained. It'll get up here, and I'll see what I need to do to support it better as far as inside to hold the weight of that microwave. Today I also bought a roll of this flooring, this vinyl flooring. It is identical to what's already in here. All I needed was, this comes 12 foot wide, and this building's 12 foot wide. So I bought 9 foot of it to fit across this gap in here. And that'll get in here pretty soon too. Just trying to tie up a lot of small things. Of course, I had to stop. Got cows to tend to, got other things going on. And Cap, he can only do just a little bit of help at a time. Cap has severe back and neck trouble. So he's out of commission right now. So over here, the paneling around the door opening got finished on the inside and outside. We're probably going to end up having to custom cut a door to fit this height because of this ceiling in here with this loft, the way this shed to house conversion is. A standard 80 or 82, opening will not work here. So it's just a few inches short. I can cut a door. I can make a door. It's not a big deal, but we are going to have to work on that. I got some casing material down here on the floor. I can do that if I need to. Inside in here, Cap went ahead and closed this void in back here for now. I told him, a subscriber had a good idea to build a little shelf pocket back in there. We still may do that, but he went ahead and closed it up for the time being. He put screws so that can be always taken apart and accessed if you want to get like to your plumbing here and you have one to replace like one of these faucet setups or something. So that's not a bad deal. So up here, the only reason that this hasn't been closed in yet is I just wanted to video for you guys, and you see the work up here before we close it up. I'll go ahead and get the foam insulation back in. And over here I have some OSB that was left from the closet tear out. I'm going to repurpose that, cut it to get fit in up here. Since they had already used OSB all on that ceiling, it's the same brand, same kind. It should go in there and be nice and smooth. We already had these pieces of paneling cut ready to go in. Just a little bit of insulating need to be done up there as well. And this should start wrapping up to where we can clean up our mess in here, clean the carpet, get this linoleum down, and it's not very far away from him being able to move in. So on the ceiling though, I tell you, I probably would have not chose to use OSB up here like the people that I bought this from had already done. It's there. Cap said it looks fine to him, but I think that this place needs more character in it, and it's just so white. I know the furniture will help. I know the decoration will help, but I just feel like it really needs something more. I was thinking maybe over time, I've got enough projects right now, but maybe later down the road of put some of that crate wood in up there like we were doing over at the house over there and leave it raw, stain it, man, give that a nice pine wood ceiling. I think that would really pop in here. What do you guys think? Time will tell though. I'm just not ready for that yet. Oh yeah, if any of y'all want to know, they had this little light inside of that little closet and hardwired in. I was going to remove it. It's on a light switch. Cap said just leave it there for right now. we may find a fixture and get that thing down and put maybe like a wall fixture or something over there that's switched. Again, those are just things that we'll just refine over time. Well, anyway, y'all give me your feedback of where it is right now. And we're getting really close to getting this done and cleaned up. And I think it's going to be a really neat little place. Also, I want to thank all of you for your great response on commenting on the video, the nice compliments y'all gave and all. I really appreciate that a lot. I've enjoyed making this change. This is something I'm very proud that I jumped in there and just did it. It looks awesome when you pull up to it. It gave it really great style and character. For any of you know, this was a Premier building right here. That's who, I didn't buy it from Premier. I bought this secondhand. It was new, but secondhand. You know that story from the first video. But this was a Premier buildings right here. And overall, it looks like that Premier constructed the building pretty good. I mean, I don't have no complaints on it. It's great treated lumber underneath. The flooring seems to be really good. Overall, I'm satisfied with the building. It seems like they did, pretty fair job constructing it, and for the prices and all, I guess not too bad. So I don't have any affiliation with Premier or nothing. I just want to share in case any of you wondered what brand this building was. That's what it is. All right, well, I'm going to close this video up for the day and get it up to you guys. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day as always. It's a rainy day here in Texas. We're supposed to have strong storms tonight. I've done got out, fed my cows, fed my feed steer over here in the lot, and I'm ready to get in. The rain's starting to pour down on me again right now. Take care and talk to you all later.